Hey guys, what's going on? This is VT Reseller. I'm your man Topher. And hey, we're getting the van all packed up here. Typically when our van looks like this, we're getting ready to go out to a flea market. What we're gonna try this time though is we're gonna try our hand at selling on an online consignment auction. So we have one of these local to us. It's really nice. I've actually bought some stuff at this auction. So it's gonna be interesting to take some of this leftover inventory that I would typically try to get rid of at the flea market. Now we're gonna try our hand at a consignment auction. Yes, we're going to check back in with you guys in just a few minutes. We're going to get the tables all set up at the consignment auction. Let you know, kind of see what it looks like. It's really kind of interesting. So I'm excited to show you how it's all set up and how this actually works. So we'll get it all set up and we'll check back in just a second. All right, so this is actually the facility where the consignment auction is going to be held. It's actually really, really cool how this is all set up. They take one whole row of storage units and turn it into the consignment auction. So that's actually really cool. And I'm just going to pull up now and go in and sign the initial contract and get this whole thing rolling. Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm here at the storage facility where all of the auction lots are being housed. I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of walk through and see how my lots look. They are all pictured and up on the website and people are bidding and it's really exciting. And just kind of give you an idea of what this particular setup looks like. It's always good to have options when you're trying to get rid of some of the bigger items, harder to sell, harder to ship on eBay, but you end up with them. So this is always an option for you just to look into if you have the opportunity to do this. I just want to kind of give you an idea of what this one looks like. So we're going to get everything suited up and get all the chest strap on. We'll take a walk and see what everything looks like. All right, so this is what they call preview day. So the auction online has actually been live now for, I guess, 9 days. So this is the 10th day, the day right before the auction actually comes to an end. So they invite everybody out to actually come out and look at the things that they may be interested in. It's amazing too, all the different items that they have here. You can literally find just about anything at any time, and it's different every month, just depending on who shows up. So you can see that this is a lot of different games, board games. We have a lot of NASCAR stuff. So here in Tennessee, NASCAR is a really big deal, but it's not uncommon to see furniture and other things either. So this is actually my booth or my unit. You can see a lot of this stuff. If you've seen some of our videos in the past, a lot of this stuff probably looks familiar. We've gone through units and found all this stuff. But this is what it looks like. Each one of those little tags represents a lot. So if it looks like there's more than one thing there, then that's all considered one item. It's one lot. So that's how that works. You bid on that item. So like number 192 would be that artist box that we found in that unit. If you wanted that, you could bid on that one item. All right, hey guys, what's going on? So I want to take just a few minutes and wrap up, put a little bow on this one for you. I wanted to talk about 3 different things. So the first thing is the overall experience. How was it? Did we enjoy it? Are we going to do it again? The second thing is, what does this actually look for? What does this actually look like, from a long-term perspective? What avenues does this open up for us? And then lastly, and probably the most important, is did we make any money? Was it worth our time? So first, the overall experience was incredible. Could not have dealt with nicer people. They were very, very helpful. The atmosphere that we walked into was super, super nice. The actual process itself was us driving up to the storage facility, unloading the van into a storage unit, and we handed our list of lots over to the auctioneer. We kind of looked over it with him so he knew what the lot description meant when we look at the specific lot. Talked for a little bit, got back in the van and went home. From that point on, everything is in the auctioneer's hands. We're out. We have nothing left to do other than have fun, watch the auction close, and get the money. He actually takes care of everything else, from, you know, maintaining the website, the listings. He collects the money. He is actually the one that is there the day after the auction closes and is handing out, helping people get their items. That's not something that we have to do. We're 100% out at that point. So would I do it again? Absolutely. It was probably by far the easiest thing I've done with this so far. It was great. So if we kind of contrast that against what the flea market looked like, right? So we loaded up the van the same. We went to the flea market the same. We unloaded everything the same. So where it kind of starts to diverge a bit is we spent all day at the flea market, which was fun. We enjoyed that. That was actually a lot of fun. But once everything was done, we had to pack everything back up into the van, drive back home, unload it out of the van, and I still have a garage full of stuff. So that's where it makes less sense in my mind to continue down the path of the flea market and more to doing the auction route for us. Now, what else does that open up for us? So up until this point, I've been really shying away from units that have large pieces of furniture. So dressers, hutches, curio cabinets, any of that kind of stuff I've been trying to avoid because I just don't have anywhere to store it. Now, you can definitely put that stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm sure it would sell over time at some point. But it's still taking up room up until that point. So I have to do something with it. So the nice thing is that I load this up, I put it in his storage facility, it sells, I never have to load it up again, I never have to look at it again, it's gone. So from that perspective, you could not have asked for a better situation as far as, being able to look at some of these bigger units now that have bigger furniture and not have to shy away because you don't know what to do with the stuff. So that brings us to the very last thing, which we have is the money. And that's kind of what we've all been waiting to hear about. So I made some notes here. I didn't want to mess up the numbers. So let's roll through some of these real quick and we will be done. So in total, we ended up with 57 lots that we sold. So what a lot actually means is that could have been 10 things, that could have been one thing, but it had one lot number. So you were selling it as one item, whether it had 10 items in it or it only had one item in it. So we had 57 listings that we were trying to sell. So what that means to us then is that every listing that we had cost us $1 to list. So before we ever started, we were in the hole $57. So how did we actually end up doing from a gross sales perspective? We ended up, out of those 57 lots, selling $508.59, which was incredible. I never in my wildest dreams did I think that we were going to get that much money. So we start that with our gross sales and we start backing out some of the expense items, right? So we need to take out the $57 out of that. And the other piece of this is that for everything that sells, he gets 25% commission and we get 75%. So the 75% commission, or the seller's premium, was $127.15. So at the end of the day, once all the dust is settled, we will get a check in our pocket for $324.44. So that would be our net profit. I'm beyond excited about that. That's way better than I ever thought we would do. So I'm excited. We're going to be buying more units now, which means we get more videos now. We have an avenue to get rid of the bigger stuff. We have an avenue to get rid of the little stuff. And really what this forces me to do then is when we get these units, it forces me to, go through the unit faster, take inventory of the stuff that's either going to go to auction, it's going to go on eBay, and then clear out the rest of the stuff, whether we donate it to, a thrift store, Goodwill. We have another thrift store that we like to deal with here in town. We have local church food pantry that takes, gently used items from, clothing items, shoes. We're going to be getting into school time here, not too far down the road, where they're going to be looking for pencils and paper, and we get that kind of stuff all the time. So we can make the donation there, and then the rest of it just goes straight to the dump, straight to the trash. We just need to, for me, my goal is to get through these units faster so that I have more room to buy more, so that we could actually get this ball rolling a little bit. All right, so hey, you guys, if you've made it this far with me, I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate it if you would. This is the kind of content that you like to see. We make more of it. Subscribe. Appreciate you guys so much. Until we have a chance to do this again, guys. Be safe, and I'll talk to you later.